Hi, I'm Brad with Expert Village. I'm going to show you how to change an oxygen sensor on the 97 Hyundai Accent. And the tools you're going to need are a roll of duct tape, a garden rake, a blender, an ice pick, and a sledgehammer. Okay, this is the oxygen sensor remover right here. If you've never seen one, that's what it looks like. And the oxygen sensor on this car, there's two of them, but I'm changing the upstream one, which is the one before the catalytic converter. It's underneath this shroud here. I got to remove this shroud. This is the exhaust manifold underneath here, and the O2 sensor is on this end somewhere. I haven't had this apart, so I got to remove a bunch of bolts. And this shroud here, this heat shroud around the exhaust manifold, is the first thing I got to take off. So I'll get to work. Boy, was I wrong about where that O2 sensor was. Apparently, in May, they did some modifications or changed the style. They changed a lot of things in May on this car, May of '97. And this was made in March. And all the directions I found online said the O2 sensor was behind this heat shield on the exhaust manifold. And it's not. It's underneath the car. But before I get to that, I want to show you, I don't know if you know what a strut is supposed to look like, but it's not supposed to look like this. This has broken apart from this top part here. Here, I'll show you the other one that's not broken. I thought I heard metal to metal bouncing around, you know, metallic sound. I'm going to go ahead and replace both of these. I'll do that tomorrow and I'll show you how to get them out. What a pain in the neck. I didn't want to spend any money on this car. I just wanted to drive the heck out of it and make it pay for itself. Well, I'm just not that kind of person. I just can't drive something I know is busted. I originally just wanted to replace the O2 sensor because the difference in gas mileage between this and that will pay for this car several times over in a year. And the gas mileage is not as good as I had hoped it would be. I'm only getting 20 miles per gallon, and I should be getting way better than that. And I had a check engine light on it, so I took it to an auto parts store, and they plugged in their analyzer, and it said that the O2 sensor was bad. So anyway, I'm gonna get it out. Oh, here. Well, I'll shut this off and crawl under there and show you where it is. Alright, I've got this up off the ground. The back tires are blocked. The front is on jack stands. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can get my arm under here. Boy, I tell you, it is hard being a big guy sometimes. This is it right here, and I've already got my O2 socket remover on there. This is it right here. See how far away from the exhaust manifold? Here's the exhaust manifold right here. And this is how far away the O2 sensor is. Right here. Okay. So what I got to do is put my ratchet up in that hole there and try to knock this out of there, and it is rusted, so it is not going to come out easy. Okay, there's also a wire coming off of that O2 sensor, and it plugs in right there. So I've got to disconnect that plug before I remove that. And I'm going to do that right now. So you get the basic idea. What I'm going to do is remove this, take it out, and let you see what it looks like. Man, is that thing in there. I'm going to have to get my torch and put a heating tip on it and heat that O2 sensor up. Actually, the threads that it threads into. I have exhausted my efforts with a cheater pipe and a breaker bar, trying to get that thing out of there. So I'm going to have to get my cutting torch out here and put the heating head on it and see if I can't heat that thing up enough to remove it. It's these things are supposed to be replaced every 30,000, the O2 sensors, and this has got 112,000 on it now, so it is rusted in there. Okay, it's never easy when you're working on old junk. Okay, I got this camera laying on the ground, perched up on a hammer handle. I'm going to try to get this off, but I got to reposition myself here. I got to crank up my torch. I soaked this down last night before I came in. I soaked it down with some penetrating oil, and now I got my torch out here with a heating tip on it. I'm gonna light it and heat that up and see if I can get this off, because this has been all day. It took me all day to go to town to get the O2 sensor. I don't want a super hot flame, but I do want to. Yeah, I'm going to make that a little smaller. I want to be able to pinpoint this a little bit better. I think that'll work. I don't think I need to heat it up a whole bunch. Here we go. And if this doesn't work, and I can't get this out of here, I'm in for a really big job, because what I'll have to do is cut that section of pipe out and buy a new section of pipe that I can put O2 sensor in, and weld that new section of pipe back in here. And what you do by heating this up is you make the outside threads expand a little bit. I don't need a ton of heat here, I don't think. I can't see what I'm doing on that side. I'm just guessing where the flame is. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna see if that's enough. Woo, I feel it through my gloves. Gum, that's hot. Woo! Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, that's it, that's it. Good deal. Now I gotta reposition that. Oh yeah. I can't get my whole body under here, so I'm really having to reach. Come on. I'm doing it. Son of a gun.